Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. And there's a paid request for Kyle. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of video, movie review, re-review, random thoughts, streams, commentaries, tier lists, rankings, video game playthroughs, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. Do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. And for those who sent them, thank you. I do appreciate it. Now this is for a film called Snatched from 2017. I'd rather be eating some snatch, or some snacks, or have snatch as a snack, but instead I'd watch Snatched, which I was never interested in because it stars Amy Schumer, and I think Amy Schumer is about as lovely as a bus hit to my face, or someone busting on my face. Neither one I want. Because I don't want Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer I never thought was funny. First off, I never thought she was that good looking or pretty. Hey, I'm not either. And we know our own kind. I'm not good looking or pretty, and I don't think she's good looking or pretty. So that's number one. Number two, her stand-up I never thought was funny. And all I remember now is that she had a lot of accusations of stealing a lot of people's jokes. And I don't even know what she does nowadays. It's kind of like, what's that fucking guy's name? Who was in Dane Cook. Kind of like Dane Cook. You never hear from Dane Cook again. Same with Amy. You never hear, or Carlos Mencia. Never really hear much from them again. Once in a while they like pop up on a podcast, but that's maybe they're doing other stuff. I don't know. Don't fucking care, but yeah, Amy Schumer, you never found her funny. She stars in this. You also have Goldie Hawn. I'm like, you came out of retirement for this film? Really? You also have Joan Cusack, Wanda Sykes, Randall Park, which he was in The Interview with James Franco and Seth Rogen, among other stuff. Christopher Meloni, who I always remember as, what's his name, Freak Show, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. And it's from the director who did All the Boys Love Mandy Lane, which was Amber Heard, so the title's a lie. At The Night Before and The Lawn Shot, both with Seth Rogen in it. Now, the writer of the film is Katie Dippold, who was a writer on the 2016 Ghostbusters film. Or at least a co-writer. So yeah, the film she helped write the 2016 Ghostbusters film, and the film she wrote after that was this fucking movie. Apologies for the cough. Jesus H. Christ. Oh my God, Ghostbusters 2016 kill my lungs. Fucking hell. Snatching the air from my fucking lungs. Snatched. So the plot of the film is Amy Schumer plays an unlikable bitch. So it's a documentary. And she planned a trip to Ecuador, but she's such a dipshit, asshole, horrible person of a character. She mentions how, well, like a couple of white assholes. And the joke is that we're supposed to think she's shopping for clothes, talking this way, but she actually works there. The boss fires her for good reason. Then she's like, what about that bitch? You don't do shit here. And the boss goes, she don't work here. Well, I mean, you don't fire me when I'm on vacation? Vacation? You didn't even ask for time off. Well, I would go do it soon. And maybe the stuff I'm saying could work comedically, but Amy Schumer just, to me, for me, doesn't have that comedic timing. And she just comes off as I know that's the point of the film. She comes off as an asshole, and then she's supposed to be a better person by the end. But to me, it was just more of a annoying twat. Then Randall Park breaks up with her. And it makes sense now when I say this is from one of the writers of Ghostbusters 2016. Because that's the same problem where there will be scenes where I guess technically this wouldn't be the writer's fault, it's the comedian's fault, where they keep going with the joke and they feel like if they go longer with the joke, it's funnier. So like Randall Park's like, I'm up here, you're down there. She's like, no, I'm up here. Then he moves his head. No, I'm up here. I'm up here. No, I'm up here. See, I'm still here. No, I'm up here. I'm flying over here. No, I'm up here. How about you take that and you put up your ass and you fly away off the screen, so I don't have to see you, sorry ass. Randall Park, I'm not even big on him either, but he's only in the film for a little bit. He talks about how he wants to find pussy and get 100 pussies, and she's like, what about my pussy 100 of times? Okay, if you're trying to make them stay, you're failing by saying, why don't you hit your pussy 100 times? So she's having a tough time. Goldie Hawn is her mom. She lives by herself with her... Well, she lives with her cats, but not by herself because Ike Barinholtz from Mad TV is in this as her son, Amy Schumer's brother, who he never leaves home. And he's really an irritating character, but he's so-called Goldie Hawn. Mama! Mama! I like my mama! Mama! Like, that's how he says it. Mama! Mama! I'm like, oh my fucking god, man. This is really going to drive me off the fucking wall. Thankfully, he disappears for a while. What happens is Amy Schumer had and sorry for that dead air brain fart. Just I remember the fucking film. Amy Schumer had this trip planned for Ecuador, and she can't refund the tickets, so she ultimately convinces her mom to go with her. And while there, Goldie Hawn wants to play it safe. Amy Schumer wants to go out there, meets a guy at a bar, falls for him. A little bit of montage where they have fun together. Then the two of them and Goldie Hawn are driving in a van, or in a truck, I should say, and Goldie Hawn sees a van, thinks something's up. Amy Schumer doesn't listen. They get hit by the vehicle, and the two of them get kidnapped for ransom. Then the rest of the movie is they escape, they're on the run, and they're trying to escape from the bad guys. Because Amy Schumer either accidentally, or she knocks this guy off the vehicle so that it doesn't get her mom, but she hits the guy with a shovel, and the guy who dies is the bad guy's nephew. Then when they get caught up with the bad guys again, she gets a spear gun and accidentally kills the bad guy's son, so it makes it even more pissed. Wanda Sykes and Joan Cusack are in the film because before the shit hits the fan and they're at the resort, they meet these two who I guess used to be in special ops. And Wanda Sykes does her Wanda Sykes thing. You either like it or you don't. But the way she talks, the way she behaves. And then Joan Cusack, she, I guess, cut her tongue out to not give away secrets. And one of the few lines that kind of gave me a chuckle was Amy Schumer going, well, what if they torture her into writing something down? And then Wanda has no answer for that. Like that, I thought that was a kind of a funny line. Because Amy Schumer also, the way she delivered it, kind of more lower pitched, deadpan style. Like, I thought that was a funny line. But then later on, again, they're in the film for a few scenes, then you don't really see them until near the third act. Christopher Meloni, he appears as this guy who our two leads meet, and he's this gruff American, and he's supposed to think he knows what he's doing, but he doesn't. So spoilers, from here on out, spoilers. He tries to swing from a vine and immediately dies, so it's the two of them again. And then the rest of it is just these two kind of going through the little misadventures until finally. Don't get me started right now on the tapeworm thing. I'll get to that. People, what tapeworm? I'll get to that. Some other stuff happens. Goldie Hawn and Amy Schumer at the zip line. Goldie's like, I'm going to stay behind. You go along with me. Pushes her along. Amy Schumer is rescued. Then she's determined to get her mom back. So Wanda Sykes and Joan Cusack help her a little bit until they accidentally get on a truck that drives away from them. So Amy Schumer's by herself. Gets Goldie Hawn. The bad guy, they deal with him and try to fight him. Until Amy Schumer does a move or two. And then they have a gun on him. And then the agents arrive because Ike Barinholtz was able to get in contact with the State Department. I forget the guy's name who plays the State Department agent, but he was probably the closest character I liked the most in this. Just his reactions, like Barinholtz, and some of the things he would say where, you call this number one more time, motherfucking. They said, you call this number one more motherfucking time. Like, about how he's going to kick his ass, and I'm going to find where you live, and like his reactions, his attitude. I kind of wish he was in the film more. I think he had the right attitude that garnered some laughs, and at those times with when Ike Barinholtz is messing with him and vice versa, those are kind of funny. Like when Ike goes, I want to find my mom and my sister. If anything happens to them, I could be really, really annoying. Okay? I read all the Game of Thrones books. I'll text you the spoilers. Like, the way you said that, I thought that was kind of funny. But for me, damn, sorry about this. The laughs are few and far in between for me. Number one, like I said about Amy Schumer, not a fan. I just don't think she's leading woman material for me. Number two, it's cool to see Goldie Hawn in there, but the fact that she came out of retirement for this and these kind of jokes. And the jokes like, when they first arrive at the resort, and Goldie Hawn is given something. Oh, what's this? And someone goes, welcome. She spits it out because she thinks the guy said, whale, come. And the guy said, no, I said, welcome. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, come on, Mom. He's not going to think you're drinking whale, come. Or when Amy Schumer goes on the date with the guy and comes back home and takes some of her pages from a book saying, you're going to come out with me tomorrow. She gets to the bed and then she farts in front of Goldie Hawn. And Goldie says, what are you doing? And Amy Schumer goes, it was a swan. So the fart sounds like a swan, I guess. So like that stuff, the lead not being that likable. I don't think Goldie Hawn and Amy Schumer had much chemistry with each other. I did not feel the chemistry. As a film that seems like it wants to be adventure, action, there's really no sense of adventure. like the use of locations. Nothing that gives you grandeur, danger, no exciting action at all. I mean, it doesn't really feel like, the way I describe it may seem like there should be action, but it doesn't really feel like there was much of any action. Okay, they're driving away and the guy tries to climb up and Amy Schumer hits the guy with a shovel. Or then they get caught and she accidentally shoots the spear gun. And then they run away to the boat that Christopher Meloni has at the time. But again, there's not a whole lot of action, which is a shame. Like, maybe that could have helped that at least give some excitement to the proceedings. Even the vein of films like Romancing the Stone and such, which had some of that in it. They also have this weird scene that just feels so out of the blue with the rest of the film, where you find out Amy Schumer had a tapeworm, and apparently they're like, oh, if I put a piece of food in your throat, it'll attach itself and we'll pull it out. So you have this like CGI tapeworm, and they grab it, and Amy Schumer freaks out, tries to hit him, and they're trying to pull it back out. I'm like, it like comes out like this fucking a chest burster who lost its way. Like, you're supposed to go through here, not here. Like, he lost his way. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, it's so weird. Because no other scene really had that kind of weird, like, that tone to it. And then at the end, like they said, they stop the bad guy. Ike Barinholtz and the State Department get there. It cuts to a year later, and they're on another trip. I mean, it'd be nice to see if Amy Schumer, like, did she get another job? Does Goldie Hawn? Obviously she went on this trip, but does she do anything else at home? Does she go out at home? Does she have dates? I mean, it would be nice to see like what they're doing at their lives at this point. But no, it just shows them at a different place a year later. Amy Schumer is approached by a man again, but this time she says no in order to go with her mom. And I'm like, okay, I guess the message is I ain't trusting no goddamn man on a fucking vacation. I guess. I mean, I guess considering what happened last time, it's not. It makes a little bit of sense, but it still felt like a weird message of. Well, I get that's what they're going for, so that's the message, but I don't know. At the end of the day, this just was not a funny movie to me. Had a couple funny little lines from the State Department and Ike Barinholtz working together, or one or two lines from Amy Schumer or such. Goldie Hawn, I think, did what she could. Again, it's just a shame that she got out of retirement for this. But yeah, there's really a lack of excitement, lack of action, lack of thrills. Again, a likable lead. Yeah, I didn't feel there was much chemistry between the two leads. And overall, find some real Snatched to watch or play with, or whatever. Anyway, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. And again, Goldie Hawn, good actress, good comedic. Nice to see her again. Wish it was in a better project. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye for now.